Usually in a month, I read like this many books. It's usually around 15 to 25-ish per month. And that's a lot, I know. I didn't set a reading goal for myself this year. I usually read about 150 to 200 books a year, but this year I wanted to relieve myself of the pressure to really strive toward that super hard and just let reading be more fun again. And so sometimes, like in this month, my reading stack looks like this. I read 6 books in September. That's not super normal for me. That's a little or a lot less than I normally read in a month. And I just wanted to share that because I think so often in bookish spaces or in any sort of creative space, and especially on internet spaces, there's so much comparison and there's so much pressure sometimes to keep up or do what everybody else is doing or measure yourself against somebody else or have what they have, etc. And I get caught up in that so much, and I have felt a little bit like ashamed or embarrassed that I only read 6 books this month. And I'm reminding myself, and I want to share with you, that it's okay. It is not that deep. One of my favorite things to say to myself and to you, I actually made merch about this at one point, was all reading is good reading. If you read 1 book a year, if you read 1 page, if you read 100 books, 1,000 books, whatever, if reading matters to you and you want to incorporate it into your life and prioritize it and make it part of your rhythms, however you do that is good. It does not have to look like somebody else. I don't have to read 20 books in September because I read 20 books in a different month. Like, September can be September, and I can let it be what it was. It was a different month. There was more stuff going on in my life. So the fact that I read these 6 books is great. Like, good job to me. It doesn't feel as fun as reading like 20 plus books in a month. The stack is not as impressive, but I am trying to remind myself that it's okay. It is good. I read a book in September that I absolutely loved, and I read some duds in September, and my life held a bunch of other stuff. So whether you read 1 page, 1 book, 1 dozen books, 100 books, whatever, I just want you to know and me to remind myself that all reading is good reading.